There's a lot of sadness on the left and rejoicing on the right that Attorney General Eric Holder has announced his resignation. I, for one, believe that his record is one of the most atrocious and truly ethically despicable that this country has ever endured. And you want to know why I think that? I'm going to tell you a secret. It's because I believe in the rule of law. But I'm going to go a step further. I believe in the rule of Judeo-Christian law. Now, I want you to accept this as a little primer in the philosophy of Judeo-Christian law in the public square, in public policy, in the laws in America, okay? And yes, in case you're saying, well, is he saying what I think I'm saying? Yes, I'm saying there is a direct connection between laws that God gave us in the Bible, in the Ten Commandments, through Moses, some of the words of our Savior Jesus Christ, right? Some of his words have to do with law. Some of the writings of the New Testament, Paul, have to do with law, Romans 13, etc. I'm saying that there is a direct connection between biblical ethics and biblical laws and civil law in America.
Are you trying to start a theocracy?
No, I couldn't possibly start one. God started one. Theocracy just means that God rules. And one thing I am certain of is that God is the ruler of the nations and God is the ruler of the universe. But I digress. A lot of people have been complaining that Eric Holder didn't believe in the rule of law. I don't think that's true. I don't think it's true. The question is, whose law? Step back with me a minute. You've heard of Sharia Law, the Muslims of ISIS, Saudi Arabian government. They believe in the rule of law. They just believe in the rule of Sharia law. The Soviet Union, when the communists ran it so aggressively, they had the rule of law. The Chinese communists right now. If you do or say certain things, you're breaking the law. This is a nation of laws. We have the rule of law. The Nazis, when they were killing Jews, when they were committing all kinds of atrocities, it was always rubber stamped by the law. Okay? So the debate about this being, the contempt that we have towards Eric Holder being about his defiance of the rule of law, I'm not buying. I'm not buying. He did what he did with the authority that was given to him from Congress. He did what he did as the Attorney General. He did what he did with case law or trying to create case law. I mean, the one place where he really fell down on the job was he refused to enforce DOMA, the Defense of Marriage Act, okay? He refused to enforce it as the Attorney General. So that was defined the law, but even then he could have said, well, there's so many courts that have said that it's unconstitutional. It is our opinion that it's unconstitutional, therefore I'm not going to enforce it. But with that one exception, he's following the rule of law. Because right now we're facing two Americas, a minimum of two Americas, maybe more. We've got the America that some of us still believe in and embrace that is a republic founded on Judeo-Christian principles that are expressed in our Declaration of Independence and in our original Constitution, okay? In some of our original court cases. This was clearly a nation founded by Christians, all right? They understood that law came from God, rights came from God, and that it is our duty to establish justice and laws down here on this planet based upon what he gave us. That's what they believed. Then there's another America. There's an America that believes in hedonism. Anything goes sexually. You want to have two men get married? Fine. Three men? Fine. You want to kill your baby? You want to reach into a mother's uterus and rip a child out and throw it in a sewer or a landfill? Fine. It's your right. It's the rule of law, whether it's a Supreme Court decision or something that is passed by a legislature or in a referendum. It's the rule of law. It's not Judeo-Christian law. It's not law from above. It's law from below. It's law from hell or from the corruption of man's fallen heart. But it's still the rule of law. So the challenge that we're facing is whether or not we will have the courage, first the wisdom, to start to understand law, I would encourage you to read a book called Messiah the Prince. Okay? Messiah the Prince. Read the encyclical, Christ the King. All right? If you want to understand the connection between Judeo-Christian ethics and law, read some of the works of St. Augustine. The question is, will we have the integrity and the courage to study those things, and then more importantly, to declare them? Because if you don't have God-centered law, Judeo-Christian law, then everything else you have might masquerade as the rule of law, but it's pagan law, it's hedonist law, it's humanist law, and at the end of the day, it's tyrannical law.